All right, welcome to, let's turn our phones off. Welcome to yoga practice. So I've got a new light set up. Isn't this awesome? I look so shiny. I'm excited to use this a little bit more and use this space for what it's needed to be, which is yoga practice. So I will adjust myself so that you can best, if you need to, be able to see what I'm doing and also talk in a way that hopefully you can understand. Let me quick check though that my microphone is on correct, so it's not a huge echo. Select the, good, USB audio device, microphone on, good to go. And we're gonna start standing up. I'm gonna turn to the side. Well, actually, here we go. I'll be a little bit angled here. So take your feet a little wider and just fold forward. Fold it forward, grab your elbows, shake your head. This is not the greatest pose if you've just consumed some coffee, but do your best to just hang out and feel the hamstrings come alive in this morning class. Hamstrings, the back, the head, the neck is loose. Allow everything to sort of just drip out of your head. Anything we're holding on to, any stress, any anxiety, let that go. At least for this moment. You can pick it up later, hopefully not as much. All right, and then from this position, taking a deep breath in through the nose, and then melt it in as you exhale. Do that one more time, deep breath in, fill the belly. And a full exhale. Using that breath throughout our practice. Grab onto the elbows, put a slight bend in the knees. As we inhale this next time, lengthen the elbows and upper body forward for this flat back position. Exhale, forward fold. Do that again, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, length through the arms, the back, the legs, and forward fold. Release your hands down to the floor, bend the knees and slowly roll up. Good, take a big shoulder roll a couple times back. Little wiggles just to get out any excess fidgets. Always little shakeouts, always good, you know, it's okay. You don't have to stay static. In fact, every time even we hold a pose, we're still moving. So keeping those feet pretty wide, open the arms out to the side. So we're the star position. As you inhale, reach way up, then across the body, bend the knees, squat down. We're making big circles in the arms and using the muscles of the legs to warm up the hips, hamstrings, quad, legs, lower body, as we rotate through the arms. Try to reach farther than you necessarily want to. Keep the chest lifted, gaze forward, and then reach up, hold it. Open the arms, switch directions. So we go down, around, exhaling down, inhaling up. And we'll do that just one more time. And reach up, and then take those hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, press the palms together and down, or grab the wrists or elbows. As you open the heart, press the hips forward, chest open, shoulders back, back bend, look up. Hold it, but breathe. Okay, fold that down with the arms behind the back once again. I don't know about you, but sitting on a computer too much for me. This pose feels awesome. Okay, release the hands down to the floor. Heels to the feet a little closer together, hip distance, or maybe the toes will touch. Second time rolling up to the top. Doing so slowly, mindfully, sun salutation time. So coming into the top of the mat, if you need to hop up there, go ahead and do that. Palms face forward. We'll start with sun salutation A. We'll do a few of them. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open the arms, dive down, forward fold. Lengthen your back to that half lift. First one, let's just step back, both feet back as your hands plant down, plank pose. Good, take a deep breath in. You might take the knees this time, maybe not. Shift forward. Hug the elbows to the rib cage as you lower, chaturanga. Up dog, pointing the toes, lengthening the arms, inhale. Exhale, down dog, and maybe you're adding a push-up in between. That's up to you. Down dog, hips are up high. First down dog, just feel it. Shake the head again. Lift the tailbone, press the hips back. Take a couple more deep breaths. A great place right here to build strength, to build some peace despite the discomfort. And we'll take it forward with a bend in the knees. Look forward to where you want to land. As you exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Lengthen for the half lift as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rising up, open those arms, reach up. And then just take the hands again, well, actually first time, to your heart. Pausing there. One breath in, a slow exhale out. Right, reach up, inhale. Send your body downward, forward fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Lengthening the breath, make sure it's nice, deep, and long. Step or hop back this time to plank pose. Take a deep breath in, shift forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'm feeling the need for some extra push-ups today, so I'll be doing them. You can, use your own movement style. Take 2 more breaths. A great place to find stillness, peace, right here in this down dog. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or hop forward. Half lift. Forward fold. A little deeper each time. Inhale, look forward, open the arms, rise up. Hands to your heart. One steady breath. Let it go. One more time, sun salutation A, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop to plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, tricep push-up, lower down. Inhale, slide the heart forward, lift, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog with a push-up or not, through and back. Adjust the feet, they stay hip distance or so, heels turned out slightly. Two more breaths. We're taking about 3 or 4, maybe 5 breaths, depending on how fast you're breathing in this down dog. So find that peace, that comfort, the stretch through the backs of the legs, strength through the upper body. On your next exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump forward. Half lift. Inhale, full breath. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up tall, open up the arms, reach up. Hands come down to your heart. One single breath here. Now let's bend the knees. Sit back, sun salutation B. Sit back into chair pose. Open those arms, big circle up, reach up. Plug the arms in by internally rotating the hands, pinkies in towards each other. Shoulders soft, knees behind the toes. Your gaze is about 3 feet or so in front of the toes, keeping a long spine. Another deep breath, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come forward and down into that fold. We'll add some lunges in our sun salutation. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Step back. You can always skip the push-up if you'd like and go straight to down dog, or join me, shift forward, chaturanga, up dog, downward dog. And then from this position, take the big toes to touch. Lift the right leg up behind you, bend the knee. Lift your left heel high and draw your knee to your nose as you exhale, shift forward. Inhale, single leg down dog. Knee to right elbow, shift forward, touch it or touch the tricep. Single leg down dog. Knee to left elbow. Come forward, good. Take it back. This time step between the hands, exhale, step, low lunge. Hips come down, back leg lengthens. Good, and we stay here. Stay in this low lunge. Let's take a twist actually. So the left fingertips stay down, right arm goes up, twist it. Stay strong in those legs, press through the back heel, lengthen upward like someone's pulling your right hand towards the sky. And I might look opposite of you, I don't know. Just make sure that one of your arms is up and you're twisting towards that front leg. And then rotate forward, make an airplane with the arms, reach long. From our airplane, a low lunge, rise up to high lunge. Tuck the lower belly in so the tailbone points down, shoulders stay over the hips, and bend into that right knee. At any time, your breath gets lost or choppy, that's your guide. You can take it down to the knee, or step it in a little closer. Squeeze that back glute, feel it. Let's add another twist here, one of my favorite pose variations. Right hand back, left hand forward, twisting into this high lunge. Gaze back towards that right thumb. Then take your right hand to your hip, left arm reaching up to add some length through that left side, left arm. And I know the legs are feeling it. Getting a little twisty here today. And then let's go back up to parallel arms. Rotate, right hand down, left hand up. Rotate open to warrior two. Right hand now forward. Adjust the feet so the front heel is in line with that back arch. Bending into that right knee, look forward beyond the right fingertips. Now reach forward as long as you can. Slow transition, just feeling this right hip come alive. Right hand to the outside of the foot. Left hand comes down as well to meet on the inside of the foot. Turn and lift that back leg. Bend the right knee, knee to nose. So your heel is lifted, much like we did before. Single leg down dog, inhale. Knee to right elbow, exhale, touch it forward. Take it back. Knee to left elbow, pause there. Pause it. Knee to left elbow. Look to your left. Extend your right leg out to the side. Right hand under the shoulder. Back heel spins down, reach up left hand. Fallen triangle. Hold it. It's a great strength builder, and you'll probably hear me breathe here as well. Talking, yogaing, breathing. It's an art. It's a skill. All right, keep it up. We try to lift, if you lean your hips, shift your hips back, try to lift that right leg. 3, 2, 1, bend the right knee, send it back, single leg down dog. One more time, step forward between the hands. Rise for a simple crescent lunge, reach up, and right back down again. Step back, plank pose. Shift forward, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog as you exhale. So you've got that sequence on the other side. Big toes touch, and you're down dog. Lift through the left leg, rise slowly. Bend the left knee, lift that right heel off the ground. Deep breath in, lifting the knees, separating the legs. Exhale, knee comes forward, knee to nose. Single leg down dog, inhale. Knee to left elbow, exhale. Single leg down dog. Knee to right elbow. Single leg down dog. Next one, we step forward. Knee to nose, flex your foot, look forward, step between the hands. Here we go. Adjust your pants, your shorts as needed. And we've got this long back leg, chest above the hips. So we're not up here, we're getting this down. And if we struggle with that right now due to flexibility, take the knee down. So getting lighter in the hands is going to create more activation in that front leg. Big, strong powerhouse of movement in your core and your upper legs. Keep the right hand down. Let's twist it. Reach up with that left arm. Keeping this knee pressing into the big toe. So knee over ankle rather than flaring out. Keep it in. Twist. Look up. Shoulders remain down the back of the body, not hunching up to the ears. Soften what you can. Good, rotate forward into that airplane. Reach those arms open wide, stay low. Stay right here. And rise up, inhale, reach up. So back into this crescent lunge. The back knee can be a little bit bent, just a tiny bit micro bend. Try to get the tailbone to point down a little bit more, straight down as you engage the front of that midsection. You'll feel the right hip flexor, strengthen that left leg. Stay with that bend in the knee, you've got this. Shakiness, a little bit of sweat. Good, we twist. Open to the side, reach that left hand back, right arm forward, twisting towards the front leg, look towards the left hand. And then taking that left hand to the hip, front arm reaches straight up. It doesn't have to be far back, even just straight up. Try to keep the hand that's on the hip, keep that hip down as to not pop up and lean to the side too much. Good, then open the arms back to parallel. Left hand sweeps down, right arm open out to the side, warrior two. Keeping the knee bent, I know, lots of strength building. So this is our heat building section. That means we're getting to stretching a little later. Reach forward, bumping the right hip back. Reach with that left hand as far as it can go. Left hand comes to the outside, right hand comes to the inside of the foot. Back heel lifts, press into the hands, bend the knee, knee to nose. Single leg down dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Single leg down dog. Knee to right elbow, touch it in. Look to the right. Where is it going? Extend that left leg out to the right. Back heel comes down. Left hand adjusts underneath the shoulder. Right arm reaches up. Now you can adjust this by moving that kickstand leg a little farther towards the back of the mat for better stability. Look up for less stability. And if you're trying it, shift the hips back a little, press into the right foot, lift the left foot off the ground. Good, rebend that knee or slide that leg in. Single leg down dog, readjust, pivot on the ball of the back foot, hands back to shoulder distance, lift the left leg. Simply step forward into a lunge, low lunge. Rise up for crescent lunge, reach up. And right back down again, exhale. Step back, plank pose. Shift forward on an inhale. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down and facing dog. Great place to chill out for a moment. Child's pose is also pretty awesome. You could take the knees down and sit back anytime during the practice, just as a personal pause, a reset. Coming back forward to the top of the mat, back to down dog first. Bend the knees, look forward, step, or jump on the exhale. Forward fold, half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold it down. Back to chair pose, bend the knees, sit back. Reach up. And then take your hands to your heart. Just a simple chair pose. And we'll do a little shifting work here, body weight shifting from toes to heels. So shift forward, take that inhale to lift the heels. Exhale, take the heels back down. Inhale, try to lift the toes off the ground, maybe the balls of the feet onto the heels. Inhale. Take it back down. Sit lower. Again, lift the heels. Inhale. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift the toes. Come onto the heels. And down. One more time, lift the heels and keep them there. Then we'll get into our favorite pose. Open those arms. We'll see how I do with shorts on. Hands come down under the shoulders, knees open, like a little ballerina dancer. Knees open, place the knees on the back of the triceps or just above the elbows. Lean forward, look forward, weight in the hands. 1 foot lifts, maybe 2 feet lift. Crow pose. Ready to hop back? On an exhale, you're gonna do a little press of the hands, look forward and shoot the legs back. Up dog, inhale. So it might have been a grunty situation. Up dog, oh, that should feel good. Downward facing dog. Okay, let's take that right leg and lift it once again, stepping forward between the hands. Let's get into a different kind of pose. Back, heel down, rise up. Warrior 1. Open up right away to warrior 2. We've been here before. But straighten the leg. So not the widest stance ever. You want the back toes a little more facing forward. Roll that back thigh inward. Hips are, kind of parallel or kitty corner of your mat. Open the arms wide. Reach long to the front. Slide that front hand down the leg. While that opposite arm, if you're on your right leg like I am, left arm is up, triangle pose. Now we get into some more stretchy goodness. At the same time, strength building as we stay balanced and stable in this standing pose. All right, like someone's pulling a string up from your middle finger up, rise back up, bend the knee again. We'll take the hands to our heart, turn towards the side, straighten that front leg, turn the toes towards the long edges of the mat. Opposite toes turn to the corner, bend the knee into a side lunge. So you don't have to turn the toes way out to the side, just a little bit to get into that side lunge. So elbow can come to the knee, right here, or hands to your heart, stay upright. So we've got this side lunge. Then the hands come down to the floor, it's the left knee bent. Lift the right toes up, got it? And try to sink down a little more. Your left heel might lift. You might stay up here, but it's this nice little side lunge situation, a low skandasana. The left hand, the left elbow presses into the knee, stays on the ground. Try this, reach up with that right arm. So we add a little twist, side lunge action. Different kind of pose. Hopefully inner thigh, hamstring, a little bit on that left hip. Good, and then take both hands down to the floor. Press into that left foot to straighten, so we're not pulling with that right hamstring. And shift to the other side, same thing. So we're gonna bend that right knee this time. Stay low. Back heel lifts, or back toes lifts, so you're on the heel, possibly. Your right heel might still be lifted. We do the same thing, right elbow to the knee, hand down, reach up. Try to twist a little as you press into that right elbow. Look as far up as you can. And then both hands down to the floor. Press into the right foot, the bent knee side, lift up. Turn the toes to the long edge of the mat, so we're in this wide position, wide leg position into our forward fold. So just hang out here. Good, and we lift back up by taking our fingertips down on the ground, bent knees slightly, hands on the hips, flat back, rise up. Turn the right toes back to the front, bend into warrior two, open up. We've done this same transition before. You lean forward, take it slow. Right hand to the outside, left hand makes a circle. To pivot to low lunge, back heel lifts. Bend that right knee to nose. Single leg down dog, inhale. Knee to left elbow, that's a cross. Single leg down dog. Knee to right elbow, exhale. Single leg down dog, hold it. Bend your knee and open up in that hip. You might rotate through that right ankle a couple times, and this is a great place to stay, this single leg down dog. If you like to flip this down dog with me, take it with me, we will lift the left heel, shift forward a little more into plank pose, keep the leg as it is. Take that right foot way back, right hand picks up. Reach up. So it's like a kickstand, side plank, or wild thing. You can call it whatever you want. Then look down towards where the right hand goes. Unflip if you flipped. Step that foot between the hand one time. Crescent lunge, reach up. Back to the floor, exhale, step back. Plank, shift forward, chaturanga. Up dog, downward facing dog. Left leg rises, inhale, step between the hands. This is our last bigger standing sequence, by the way. Rise up quick for warrior one, bent knee. Open to warrior two, straighten the leg right away. Adjust the foot, maybe even stepping the back foot in a little. Toes towards the corner of the mat. Straight legs. Open the arms front to back, bump the right hip back as you take that left hand down the leg. Right arm reaches up. Try to get lighter in that left hand, creating more core strength. Nice simple triangle pose. Good, and we'll rise up like someone's pulling your hand up, little bend in that front knee, lift up. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this, I'm facing the back, but that's all right. Turn the toes towards the long edge of the mat. Turn the right toes a little more towards the back as you bend the knee, side lunge. Instead of holding in this side lunge, we're going to practice a shift side to side. So I'm actually gonna face you. So we're in this side lunge. You can be on the right or left side, doesn't matter. Reach your hands forward unless it's better for you to keep them on the ground. And shift, press into that bottom foot like you're holding an energy ball. Shift to the side, stay as low as you can. And keep going back and forth. Keeping your gaze forward, chest above the hips. And it might be up here that we're doing this. You can pretend like you're holding onto a ball of fire. Or just moving the hand side to side. And take it slow. Maybe slow it down. It burns. So good. I smile when it gets hard, and so for the majority of this class, I've been smiling. All right, and then when you feel your energy pretty good here, come back to the center, turn the toes, straighten the legs, and fold down. Come back to my mat where I was, shake out the head. You'd bend the knees just slightly. Hands on the hips, rise up. Turn the left toes to the front. Warrior two. Reach forward. long as you can. Hand to the outside of the foot, right hand to the inside. Lift the back heel, bend the left knee, knee to nose, shift back, single leg down dog. Knee to right elbow across your body. Single leg down dog. Knee to left elbow. And single leg down dog. Hold it here, bend your knee, flex the foot, open up the hip, external rotation. And either staying in this nice position with any kind of movement in the ankle or hip, or taking it to that flipped version. As you shift forward, lift the right heel, shift forward a little, less space to drop the left foot. And kickstand it. Left foot comes down, reach up or forward towards the front of the mat with that left hand. Palm facing down. Stable, steady in that left leg. In fact, you could pick up the left foot and still be fine here. So that's good, used as a base. All right, look down towards where the left hand goes. Unflip, left leg high. Last crescent lunge, step forward. Rise up, lunge. Hands down, step back. Plank pose, shift forward. Chaturanga, up dog, and downward facing dog. Pause there, down dog. Or knees down if your wrists, arms are bugging you at all. Come down to child's pose. Stay there. I forgot my clock, so I got to check the time. Okay. So we are in child's pose. All right, slowly roll yourself up so you're sitting on your heels. Good. Knees can come together. Sit to the side and bring those legs around. So we're heading into a hip opener, pigeon pose. Knees forward, knees up, feet forward. Let's grab underneath the left leg and grab onto the right ankle. Pull it under. Okay? Extend the left leg, flex the foot, or point it, whatever. Sit tall. Try to keep your hands off the ground as you take that leg out to the side, leaning to the right just a little. Don't touch the ground. And all the way around until you get to the back of the mat. Okay? And then adjust. So take that left hip and roll it down. Adjust as needed in the how high or how far away the right ankle is. And your right knee stays in line with the right shoulder. So staying upright for a moment. Awesome. It's a great pose. So good. A great stretch. So you can activate a little bit. Now, this could simply be a passive pose where you're feeling into the stretch. That's fine, all fine and great. But we're gonna activate this a little bit. I want you to create space on purpose between your hips, your thighs, and the floor. So we lift up just a little bit. Lift up, hold it, and squeeze the legs together. Hands can be on your hips. In fact, let's just take them to the heart. So your knee, both knees pulling together. Try to imagine that you can squeeze so the mat squishes together. Feeling any shakiness on that right side? I definitely am. And then slowly sink back down. Slowly sink back down. And this time, now we let it go. Fold forward onto the forearms or forehead down. This one we can hold, breathe, just feel, enjoy. So you can definitely stay right there. If you'd like to add another twist, which for some reason I've been really feeling twists lately, you keep your left forearm down, press the right fingertips off of the mat, twist the upper body, That could be enough, or you reach up with that right hand, or even back towards the back foot. So a lot of options there for a gentle or gentle, for a simple twist within pigeon pose. Feel that midsection, that belly button area, doing the winding, the twisting. Good, and release that, coming back down if you twisted, just for a couple more breaths in that simple pigeon pose. And then walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Here, let's take down dog again. Tuck the back toes under. Core strength draws your leg up. As you step that right leg back, just give it a little shake. Nice little shake out. Wiggle, wobble, loosen up that right leg. And then take the knees down again. And swing the legs around. We'll do the same thing other side, that same kind of transition. Sitting up tall, knees bent. Right hand grabs underneath. Pull it in. Left knee down in line with the shoulder. Right leg straightens. Hands stay off the floor unless it's really needed for you for support. Lean to the left. Take that right leg around. Slowly, carefully. And getting into that final position. That's always the toughest part, is that last movement. So here we are. Lovely place to be. Okay, feels good. This side to me is a little bit less tight, so it's nice. But let's get into that strength, that stability for the hips and those joints. So we tuck the back toes under and take the knee forward a little bit to create space between the floor and your hips and thighs. Okay, so then we squeeze. So if you squeeze, you lift up an inch or so. So notice that, squeeze and lift. Squeeze, lift, and stay in that lifted position. Hands to your heart, praying for some good strength. I'm grateful to be able to be here in this practice. This is the point where a lot of us are like, I gotta go to the bathroom, I'll be right back. But instead, avoid that urge, pull it up, lift it in, and hold it. Hold your urge to go to the bathroom and stay here. It's only temporary. And finally, hands down, lengthen and fold it down. Let that feel good. So this should actually feel a little more tight than had we just went right into it, because we just activated those muscles. So you'll feel a little fatigue. It's good. It's just getting stronger. And so you fold down. You can make a prop with your fist and stack your forehead on it. Right, if you're looking for that twist and you did it on the other side, try it on this side. You take your right forearm down, left fingertips on the edge of the mat, press into the left hand, try to straighten the arms as your body twists. Again, there are the options to reach up or reach back, is bend the knee and grab that back foot. It's a little intense for me today, so I'm sticking with the fingertips on the ground variation and focusing more in on the twist than the legs. Although lots happening in the legs too. And if you twisted, let's bring it back down for a couple deep breaths. Then rising back up, tuck the back toes under, slide that left foot back. Wow. Shake it out. And we'll take the knees back down or walk forward, sit through, cross the ankles. Feet come together, take those knees wide. So sort of an opposite or opposing pose we just did for pigeon pose. Take a deep breath in, elbows hug towards the rib cage, lean forward. We won't be here long. Just a few breaths to open up. You can walk the hands forward or keep them on the feet. And slowly lift back out. Take the knees together. Lengthen the legs forward. Adjust so that you roll the inner thighs in just a bit. Press through the heels. Lift tall through the spine. Reach up. Exhale, fold forward. You might find the toes or the sides of the legs. What we want to avoid is this round, archy back, so you're not feeling a big stretch in the back. Instead, you're feeling it in the hamstrings. That might mean coming up more upright a little bit. Press through the heels, knees down. Good, and slowly come back up. Bend the knees, bring the toes to the top of the mat. We will roll down to the floor. Reach forward, tuck the chin, slowly roll. And we're down, right? Shoulders down, arms out to the side. Let's take the legs straight up. Straight up, palms down. We're gonna add, again, another twist, but also an ab exercise. So you can keep the knees bent a little or straight, depending on your flexibility in the legs. Press the palms towards the floor, deep breath in, lift the heels. Exhale, take those legs down to the right side without touching down. And just before you touch down, inhale to come back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up, and we'll do 3 each side, so 2 more on each side. Try to keep the feet and knees equal distance, equal length, and pulled in together. And 1 more. Good. When you make it back to the top, hug your knees in towards your chest. Take the feet down to the floor, hip distance, knees bent, palms come down next to the sides of your body. Press into the feet to lift those hips. Squeeze the shoulders together. Bridge pose. Knees stay over the ankles. Try to press your weight back into the shoulders, the back of the head. So there's less pressure on the knees. And come down slowly. The last thing we'll do is hug the knees in. Rock side to side. Grab the feet if you want. Happy baby pose. Rocking side to side. And if there's any last poses or movement you would like to take before Shavasana, which we'll do momentarily, you can do that. Whatever that might be for you. But I'm going to head to Shavasana now, so you can join me. We'll spend a few minutes there. And we'll carry on with our practice. But this part of our practice, we just lie down and take a break. So you let your body melt, shoulders soft, eyes closed. And allow your breath to come in and out gently, smoothly, without efforts, without too much thought. You can feel the rise and the fall of your belly with each breath, and each sensation in different parts of the body. And sit with that. Just be there, be here. No need to change anything. Perfect as we are in this moment. So we'll spend a few minutes here, and then I'll guide you out, and we'll conclude our practice. All right, take a deep breath in and start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. A long stretch to reawaken. Reach back. Then bend your knees. You can even hug them in. I like the simple roll to the side. Use your top hand to press yourself up. That's the safest way back up to a seated pose. And we will conclude right here. So sitting up tall. Flip your hands, take an inhale, reach up. And then simply draw the hands down to your hearts. Keep them there. Thank you so much for joining in this wonderful Saturday morning yoga practice. I will probably see you again very soon. Namaste.